Chapter 10. And the Lord said to Moses, "Go into Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I might display these my signs in the midst of them, and in order that you may tell in the ears of your son and of your grandson what deeds I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I displayed on them, that you may know that I am the Lord." And Moses and Aaron came into Pharaoh and said to him, "Thus has said the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, how long yet will you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if you refuse to let my people go, behold, I will bring tomorrow locusts into your boundary, and they shall cover the face of the earth, so that no one shall be able to see the earth, and they shall eat the residue of that which escaped, which remained to you from the hail. And they shall eat every tree which grows for you out of the field, and they shall fill your houses, and the houses of all your servants, and the houses of all the Egyptians, such as your fathers, nor your fathers' fathers have seen, from the day that they were upon the earth to this day." And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servants said to him, "How long shall this one be to us a snare? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord their God. Do you not know yet that Egypt is destroyed?" And Moses and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh, and he said to them, "Go you, serve the Lord your God. But who all are they that shall go?" And Moses said, "With our young people and with our old people we will go. With our sons and with our daughters, with our flocks and with our herds we will go. For we have a feast to the Lord." And he said to them, "The Lord be with you if ever I let you go with your little ones. Take heed, for evil is in your mind. Not so, go now, the men among you, and serve the Lord, for that you sought for." And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up over the land of Egypt and eat every herb of the land, all that the hail has left." And Moses stretched forth his staff over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind over the land all that day and all that night. When it was morning, the east wind brought along the locusts. And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt, and rested on all the boundary of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such locusts as they, and after them will not be any such. And they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the earth was darkened. And they ate every herb of the land, and every fruit of the trees which the hail had left. And there was not left any green thing on the trees or on the herbs of the field throughout all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh hastened to call for Moses and Aaron. And he said, "I have sinned against the Lord your God and against you. And now forgive me, I pray you, my sin only this once, and plead with the Lord your God, that he may remove from me this deadly plague only." And he went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. And the Lord turned a very mighty west wind, which bore away the locusts and cast them down into the Red Sea. There remained not a single locust in all the boundary of Egypt. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the children of Israel go. And the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand toward heaven, and there shall be darkness over the land of Egypt, a darkness that shall be felt." And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They could not see one another, neither did they rise anyone from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called to Moses and said, "Go you, serve the Lord, and your little ones may go with you. Only your flocks and your herds shall remain behind." But Moses said, "You must also give us sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. Also our cattle must go with us. There shall not a hoof be left behind, for we must take them to serve the Lord our God, and we do not know with what we must serve the Lord until we come there." But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said to him, "Get away from me, take heed to yourself, to no more see my face again, for on the day you see my face, you shall die." And Moses said, You have spoken right. Never again shall I see your face. Chapter 11. And the Lord said to Moses, Yet one more plague will I bring upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterward he will let you go from here. When he lets you go altogether, he shall entirely drive you away from here. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let them ask every man of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, vessels of silver and vessels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the eyes of the Egyptians. Also the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the eyes of Pharaoh's servants, and in the eyes of the people. And Moses said, Thus has said the Lord, About midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and every firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sits upon his throne, even to the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and every firstborn of cattle. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, the like of which has never been and never will be again. But against all the children of Israel not a dog shall move his tongue, neither against man or beast, in order that you may know that the Lord does distinguish between the Egyptians and Israel. And all these your servants shall come down to me and bow themselves down to me, saying, Get you out, you and all the people in your train. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a heat of anger. And the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh will not listen to you, in order that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, but the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the children of Israel go out of his land. Chapter 12. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be to you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak you to all the congregation of Israel, saying, On the 10th day of this month they shall take to themselves every man a lamb for the family, a lamb for every house. And if the household be too small for a lamb, then shall he take it, and his neighbor who is next to his house, according to the number of souls. Everyone according to what he eats shall you make account for the lamb. A lamb without blemish, a male of the first year shall you have. From the sheep or from the goats may you take it. And you shall keep it in its safeguard until the 14th day of this month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it toward evening. And they shall take of the blood and put it on the 2 doorposts and on the lintel, on the houses wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, with unleavened bread, and bitter herbs shall they eat it. And you shall not eat of it raw, nor boiled with water, but roasted with fire, its head with its legs, and with its inwards. And you shall not leave any of it until morning. And that which remains of it until morning you shall burn with fire. And thus shall you eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And you shall eat it in haste. It is a Passover to the Lord. And I will pass through the land of Egypt in this night. And I will strike every firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and on all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgments. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a sign upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and there shall be no plague against you to destroy when I strike the land of Egypt. And this day shall be to you a memorial, and you shall celebrate it as a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. As an everlasting statute shall you celebrate it. 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread, but on the first day you shall have put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eats what is leavened from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And on the first day there shall be a holy convocation. And on the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done on them, except what every soul must eat, that only may be prepared by you. And you shall observe the unleavened bread, for on this selfsame day have I brought forth your host out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall you observe this day throughout your generations as an everlasting statute. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at evening, shall you eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days no leaven shall be found in your houses, for whosoever eats what is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or one that is born in the land. Nothing that is leavened shall you eat. In all your habitations shall you eat unleavened bread. Nothing that is leavened shall you eat. In all your habitations shall you eat unleavened bread. And Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said to them, Draw out and take yourselves a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover sacrifice. And you shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and touch the lintel and the 2 doorposts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out from the door of his house until the morning. And the Lord will pass through to inflict a plague on Egypt. And when he sees the blood upon the lintel and on the 2 doorposts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not allow the destroyer to come in to your houses to inflict death. And you shall observe this thing as a statute for you and for your sons forever. And it shall come to pass when you enter the land which the Lord will give you, as he has spoken, that you shall keep this service. And it shall come to pass when your children shall say to you, What do you mean by this service? That you shall say, It is the sacrifice of the Passover to the Lord, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt when he inflicted death on Egypt, but delivered our houses. And the people bent the head and bowed themselves. And the children of Israel went and did so, as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord struck every firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne to the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and every firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up at night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, Rise up, go out from the midst of my people, both you and the children of Israel, and go, serve the Lord as you have spoken. And your flocks and your herds take as you have spoken, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people to hasten to send them away out of the land, for they said, We are all dying. And the people took up their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they asked of the Egyptians vessels of silver and vessels of gold and clothing. And the Lord gave the people favor in the eyes of the Egyptians, so that they gave to them what they asked. And they emptied out Egypt. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot besides children. And a mixed multitude also went up with them, and flocks and herds, and a very large amount of cattle. And they baked the dough which they had brought out of Egypt, unleavened cakes, for it was not leavened, because they were driven out of Egypt, and they could not wait, neither had they made for themselves any provision. And the residence of the children of Israel, which they lived in Egypt, was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, and it was on this very same day, that all the hosts of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. It was a night of watching by the Lord, to bring them out of the land of Egypt. This is that night to the Lord, to be observed by all the children of Israel throughout their generations. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, This is the ordinance of the Passover. No stranger shall eat of it, but every man's servant that is bought for money, when you have circumcised him, then he may eat of it. A stranger or hired servant shall not eat of it. In one house shall it be eaten. You shall not carry anything of the flesh out of the house, and a bone thereof shall you not break. All the congregation of Israel shall prepare it. And when a stranger sojourns with you, and will prepare the Passover to the Lord, then shall every male belonging to him be circumcised, and then may he draw near to prepare it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land. but no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall there be for the native and for the stranger that sojourns in the midst of you. And all the children of Israel did so, as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. And it came to pass on this very day that the Lord brought forth the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their hosts. Chapter 13. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Sanctify to me every firstborn which opens every womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast, it is mine. And Moses said to the people, Remember this day on which you came out from Egypt, out of the house of servitude. For with a strong hand did the Lord bring you out from here, and there shall not be eaten what is leavened. This day go you out in the month of Abib, and it shall come to pass when the Lord shall bring you into the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he has sworn to your fathers to give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall perform this service in this month. 7 days will you eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a feast to the Lord. Unleavened bread shall be eaten the 7 days, and there shall not be seen with you what is leavened, neither shall there be seen with you any leaven in all your boundaries. And you shall tell your son on that day, saying, This is done for the sake of what the Lord did to me when I came forth out of Egypt. And it shall be to you as a sign on your hand, and as a memorial between your eyes, in order that the law of the Lord may be in your mouth. For with a strong hand hath the Lord brought you forth out of Egypt. And you shall keep this ordinance at its appointed time from year to year. And it shall come to pass, when the Lord shall have brought you into the land of the Canaanites, as he has sworn to you and to your fathers, and he shall have given it to you, that you shall set apart every one that opens the womb to the Lord, and every firstling that comes of a beast which you shall have, if it be a male, shall belong to the Lord, and every firstling of a donkey will you redeem with a lamb. And if you will not redeem it, then you will break its neck, and every firstborn of man among your children will you redeem. And it shall come to pass, when your son asks you in time to come, saying, What is this? That you shall say to him, With a strong hand did the Lord bring us forth out of Egypt, out of the house of servitude. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh obstinately refused to let us go, that the Lord slew every firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore do I sacrifice to the Lord every male that opens the womb, but every firstborn of my children do I redeem. And it shall be for a sign upon your hand, and for frontlets between your eyes. For with a strong hand did the Lord bring us forth out of Egypt. This completes Parashat Bo.